Your dog has 10 small needs that most owners never meet, and each one takes about 5 seconds. Get them right, and a version of your dog you've never actually met will start showing up. Softer, calmer, more settled. Number 9 is the one that changes them the most. Here's something that took me a while to understand. A dog's sense of being loved isn't built in the big events. It's built in tiny, repeatable moments their body learns to predict. Miss a few, and nothing really shifts. But miss them every single day, and you slowly end up with a different animal. These 10 are the ones with real research behind them. Number 1. They need to smell you on purpose. Your scent is the single most rewarding smell in your dog's entire world, and I'm not exaggerating that. In 2014, Dr. Gregory Burns at Emory University trained dogs to lie still inside an fMRI machine, and then he watched which parts of their brain lit up when they smelled 5 different things. Their owner, a familiar dog, a strange human, a strange dog, and themselves. Only one of those scents lit up the caudate, which is the part of the brain tied to reward and positive expectation. The owner's scent. It beat every other smell, including food. Tonight, leave something you wore in the spot where they rest. A sweatshirt, a pillowcase, an old t-shirt. That isn't laundry. It's a love letter their nose can read. Number 2. They need you to receive the lean. Your dog walks over and drops their full weight against your leg, and most of us give the top of their head 2 quick pats before going right back to our phone. A 2024 study by researcher Annette Shermer surveyed 443 pet owners, and her team mapped every kind of physical contact that happens between humans and their dogs. When you press back slowly, with your hand or your knee, you aren't just being affectionate, you're finishing a sentence they started. The next time they lean in, lean back, count to 5 and don't pat. Just weight against weight. Number 3. They need you to get smaller once in a while. Your dog spends their entire day looking up at your face, up at the counter, up at anything in their world worth paying attention to. You are the tallest thing in it. When you drop to the floor, even once a day, something shifts in them. Their ears move differently, their tail slows down, and they often come over without you calling them. 2 Hungarian ethologists, Vilmos Csányi and Adam Miklosi, essentially founded modern dog behavior research, and they described this shift as a dog reading their owner as a companion instead of a commander. A few seconds on the floor, with no phone in your hand, is one of the fastest ways to tell a dog, you and I are equals in this house. And the next need on this list is one almost nobody gets right. Number 4. They need to hear the soft voice, not the normal one. You already know the voice I mean, the one that comes out when nobody's watching. The slightly higher, slightly slower, warmer version of your voice that only your dog gets. There's a reason you do that. A 2024 paper in PLOS Biology, led by researcher Eloise Doe, found that normal adult speech is actually too fast for a dog's brain to track cleanly. What we naturally do when we talk to them, the slower pace, the higher pitch, the more musical delivery, lands exactly inside the rhythm their brain can process. So don't feel silly using it. A few seconds of that soft voice tells them, I'm speaking to you the way your body knows you need to be spoken to. Number 5. They need the slow stroke, not the fast pat. There are 2 kinds of touch dogs get from us. A quick, bouncy pat, and a long, steady stroke with the palm flat, moving with the grain of their fur. They do not feel the same to the animal receiving them. A behavioral study by Franziska Kuhner at Free University Berlin looked at how dogs actually respond to different kinds of touch, and the results were clear. Quick pats over the top of the head triggered the most appeasement signals. Yawning, lip-licking, and looking away, which are stress signs hiding under a calm surface. Slow strokes on the shoulder and chest triggered none of that. The dog stayed soft. Tonight, put your palm flat against their shoulder and pull it slowly down the full length of their side. 1 breath long. Do it twice. That isn't petting, it's conversation. Pause for a second. Which of these first 5 has your dog already tried to tell you they want? The lean? The floor sit? The soft voice? Drop the number in the comments because I read them, and every one of those replies is proof that somewhere in the world tonight, a dog is being loved exactly the way they needed. The next 5 are where things start to land harder, and each one adds up to the version of your dog I promised you at the start. Number 6. They need you to exist as their safe base. This one sounds small, and it's the foundation everything else on this list sits on top of. Czarny and Miklosi, the Hungarian team from earlier, borrowed a test from child psychology and tried it on dogs. They put each dog in a brand new room, first with their owner present, then with the owner gone, then with the owner back again. The dogs explored more, played more, and recovered from stress faster when the owner was simply in the room. Not interacting, just there. That position has a name: secure base. You are it. When you sit down tonight to read or watch something, pat the floor or the couch once. A few seconds of you staying put is more valuable to your dog's nervous system than a 10-minute walk, because their whole body relaxes into the idea that you aren't going anywhere. Number 7. They need you to pet them before you leave, not after. Most of us do this one backwards. We rush out the door and then smother the dog with affection when we come home. Their body tells a very different story about which one actually mattered. Researcher Chiara Mariti at the University of Pisa ran a small study where dogs were either petted for 1 minute before their owner left, or not petted at all. Same dogs, same owners, same 3-minute separation. The dogs who got petted before the door closed showed calmer behaviour while alone, and their heart rates dropped faster after the test ended. The ones who didn't get that goodbye spent the whole time scanning and pacing. Before you walk out tomorrow morning, don't just grab your keys and go. Kneel down, rest your hand on their shoulder for a slow count, and let your palm tell them, "I'm coming back. Hold this feeling until I do." Number 8. They need their gifts to be received. Your dog walks up and drops something at your feet, a toy, a sock, a random thing they found behind the couch, and most of us barely glance at it. That moment is more important than it looks. Behaviorists have documented dogs using 19 different gestures specifically to get a person's attention and share something with them, and the offering is one of them. It's closer to a small ceremony than play. They're saying, "I thought of you, and I want you to look at this with me." When you take 2 seconds to make eye contact, say something warm, and maybe pick the thing up and hand it back, your dog learns a rule they will carry for life. My offerings will be received in this house. Ignore it enough times, and they stop bringing things. That silence you start noticing later isn't peace. It's a conversation they gave up on. Number 9. They need you to be the one who chooses stillness first. This is the one I mentioned at the start, and it's the one that quietly changes them the most. Dogs mirror the energy of whoever they live with. If you're anxious, they're anxious. If you're restless, they're restless. What fewer people realise is that the mirror works just as powerfully in the other direction. When your dog is next to you and you consciously stop moving, put the phone down, drop your shoulders, and let your breath get longer, watch what happens inside of a minute. Their jaw softens, their eyes go half-lidded, and their back leg slides out loose behind them. They aren't just calming down, they're letting their guard down all the way, because yours dropped first. Most owners have never given their dog 5 full seconds of stillness on purpose. Give them 50 tonight, and you'll meet the version of them I promised you at the start. Number 10. They need expectations that match their effort. This one is about how you carry yourself around your dog in the long run. In 2022, researchers Monique Udell and Lauren Brubaker at Oregon State University ran a study on what they called pet parenting style. They grouped dog owners into 3 categories, borrowed from child psychology: high expectations and high warmth, high expectations but no warmth, and low expectations with no warmth. Then they measured how the dogs behaved. The dogs in the first group, whose owners believed in them and were warm about it, showed the strongest attachment, solved problems on their own more often, and looked to their owner for support in new situations. The dogs in the other 2 groups didn't. They were more anxious, more dependent, and less willing to try anything new. Your dog can feel the difference between a person who thinks they can do things and a person who just feeds them. A few seconds of cheering them on through something small, a new trick, a sniff down an unfamiliar sidewalk, a jump onto the couch, registers in their body as the deepest kind of love, the kind that says, "I see you, I'm rooting for you, and I'm not going anywhere." That's how you become the person your dog grows into the best version of themselves around. 10 things, 50 seconds total, and not one of them costs money or a perfect schedule. Your dog isn't asking for much. They're asking for tiny moments that land on purpose every single day for as long as you have them. This is how a dog knows they're deeply loved. Not in one big moment, but in thousands of 5-second ones stacked quietly on top of each other until the story of their whole life reads like a single sentence. And the version of them that only comes out when they feel deeply loved, that's the one that stays. Because you were the one who noticed,